So this is what you want to prevent from happening. This. Hello everyone. If you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe. There's good stuff coming. Today we're going to talk about OCF and how to avoid breaking your expensive high-speed sync flashes. And sandbags are not always the solution. I really don't like sandbags. They don't work most of the time, but sometimes they do. But when you really need them to work, they don't work, because I liked big, deep, parabolic, soft boxes. So sandbags don't work for me. So I'm going to show you something I came up with that works 100% of the time. So for a while now, ever since I started shooting with OCF, I always try to do some OCF and some natural light on almost all my shoots, because sometimes, the time of day and stuff, just the natural light is just amazing, and I don't want to give up that. So even if it's an OCF shoot, I try to sneak in some natural light shoots just to capture the natural moment, and I deliver both, and I haven't had any complaints from clients. It's like, okay, you have these OCF shots and then you have about 6 natural light shots, and I try to make them all look good. And yeah, for off-camera flashes just make the editing process easier. The pictures come out and they already have a good pop to them, and in fact sometimes you don't even have to edit. Sometimes it just looks good. It's just good to go. And I mean, for natural light pictures, most of the time you have to do a little bit more editing. So if you're able to sculpt the light very well with OCF, it creates this look that you always want, and it's very addictive, because you end up going from shoot to shoot, pulling all these heavy carts and stuff, and it's all worth it. Trust me, it's all worth it. From these shots, you can see that the natural light pictures look good. It's easier to shoot. You can have the couple keep moving and doing stuff, and the light is all around. You don't have to have them stand at a particular spot, so you're able to get more pictures then. But it lacks the pop. I mean, you can take your time and edit for the pop to come out if you're really good at it, but I mean, you can get it straight in camera if you use the correct lighting. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's where OCF comes in. I've met lots of photographers who haven't found the need for off camera flash, and I totally understand. I mean, they're really good at editing and they're able to produce the result, and that's fair. I mean, I completely understand that. And but I love my OCF. If I can use it, I use it. At weddings, if you don't have an assistant, it becomes very tricky. If you are an OCF photographer and you depend on OCF to sell yourself, you need an assistant, because setting up the lights, moving the lights around, I mean, you have to get different poses, you have to get different locations, and you can't be the man with the camera and the man with the light and the man doing everything. It's a lot of work, and you end up not producing very good work if you don't have help, or you don't have a good system in place to do all this. I once observed one guy who had about 3 setups. So before the couple got to the location where they were going to take the pictures, he had one light set up at each of the 3 different spots he wanted to shoot at. So once they finished one location, it was like, let's go to the next spot. And once they went, the next light was there, and then the next one was there. So at the end of the day, when everybody was now driving back to the reception, that's when he went to pack up his lights and head over there. So he made it work somehow. So this is what you want to prevent from happening. This. That could have been totally prevented. And a sandbag at the bottom of that light stand is not going to solve the problem, because it's like, physics. When you when a force is hitting the top of the light stand, because that's where the softbox is, and that's where the wind is actually able to push, and you have a sandbag all the way at the bottom trying to hold this down, it's gonna push it anyway. It's not gonna help. But with these guys, okay, these things are cheap. They're like $6 each, and the chain, I will show you in the next video how to strap down your lights, and it will survive almost any wind, almost. But it's very effective. It's just a more effective way of stopping the lights. And I'll also show you how to do it when you're not on soft ground. Let's say you're downtown and it's just concrete all over. I'll show you how to do it that way too. So make sure you tune in for the next video, and I will address all of these. So for example, earlier this year, the wind took down one of my lights, and it fell. It was a Flashpoint AD600, right? It fell, the battery came out, the bulb cracked, but the battery was still working. I mean, the light was still working, but the bulb was not working. So I called the insurance company, and I'm like, dude, you guys, I've been paying insurance for so long, I haven't asked for anything for 5 years now. I broke a light. Can you guys buy it for me? It's $700. They said, they have a $1,000 deductible. So give us $1,000, and then we're gonna buy your light for you at $700. And then she added that, hey, look, think about it this way. Let's say you go to a wedding and you have $20,000 of equipment, and somebody steals the whole bag. All you have to do is give us $1,000, and we're gonna give you back that $20,000. Well, that doesn't solve my current problem. So I found a way around it. I was able to buy a replacement bulb, and that fixed it. But that's not the first time my light has fallen. My light has fallen so many times. But one thing I've learned is that whenever it falls from the front, nothing happens, because it's either you have a soft box or a beauty dish or a strip box. It serves as a shock absorber, and it completely absorbs the shock. So in that so because of that, we only have to worry about the light falling backwards and not forward. So that eliminates half of the problem. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification button, because on the next video I'm going to demonstrate how to use the chain and these bad boys, okay, to support the lights and prevent them from falling, and you can be a one-man show on a windy day and you'll be fine. All right, thank you guys.